Good day everyone. Welcome to my class. Standard 10th Science Chapter 5 Life Processes. Let us discuss the main points which are to be remembered. The first point, indication of life. Showing movements is an indication of life. Movements can be visible or invisible. They can be related to growth or not concerned with growth. The best example is of viruses are said to be connecting link between living and non-living. You must have studied in standard 8th. Second point is life processes. It is the main process carried out by all living organisms to sustain their existence as living beings. Any doubt in this? Next point is common life processes. They are nutrition, respiration, excretion or removal of metabolic waste, growth, transportation, movement, control and coordination, reproduction, etc. Let us see what is nutrition. A process to transfer a source of energy from outside the body of organism to the inside is called nutrition. A process to transfer a source of energy from outside the body of organism to the inside is called nutrition. Modes of nutrition are of two types, autotrophic and heterotropic. Auto and hetero. Okay, so two types of nutrition we have to study, autotrophic and heterotropic. Let us see what do you mean by autotrophic. It occurs in green plants and some bacteria. It occurs in green plants and some bacteria. Food is synthesized from inorganic compounds, that is CO2 and H2O. Photosynthesis is important process for autotrophic nutrition. Photosynthesis, plants preparing the food in presence of sunlight. Second is heterotrophic nutrition. It occurs in animals and fungi. It occurs in animals and fungi. I hope it is clear. समझ में आ रहा है सबको? Food is consumed from other organisms. Food is consumed from other organisms. Food digestion is important for such nutrition. All animals, fungi, cuscuta, etc. are heterotrophic organism. Is it clear? Nutrition, two types, auto and hetero. Okay. Now we are going to digestion. Process of converting complex food components into simple and soluble form with the help of enzymes, very important, with the help of enzymes is called digestion. Process of converting complex food components into simple and soluble form with the help of enzymes is called digestion. It is essential for nutrition, especially for animals. Example, amoeba, paramecium, single-celled organisms. Intracellular digestion takes place, and in human beings digestion is extracellular in alimentary canal. In humans it is extracellular in alimentary canal. Human alimentary canal. Page number 85 of your textbook. It extends from the mouth. Page number 85 of your textbook. You can see the diagram of human alimentary canal. Anus consisting of buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and last you have anus. There are associated glands with alimentary canal which helps in digestion. Have you seen the figure? Please study it nicely. Now we see salivary glands, liver and pancreas are accessory glands. Okay. In human beings, 5 different digestive juices, that is saliva, gastric, bile, pancreatic, intestinal juice, play significant role in the process of digestion. Clear? Now, what is the function of small intestine? Small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal of a human, length of humans. Okay, the length of the small intestine depends on the food consumed by the animal. Example, herbivorous have a longer small intestine, carnivorous have a shorter small intestine. Is it clear to everyone? Villi. The inner lining of small intestine has a numerous finger like projections called villi, which increase the surface area for absorption of simple nutrients formed by digestion. The unabsorbed food is sent into the large intestine where its wall absorb more water from this material. The rest of the material is removed from the body via the anus. The exit of this waste material is regulated by anal sphincter. Okay. Now we are moving to respiration. Very important process. Let us start. The process of breakdown of simple carbohydrates such as glucose to liberate energy is called respiration. As this process occurs inside the living cell, it is known as cellular respiration. The energy released during respiration is stored in ATP. ATP is the energy currency for most of cellular process. Now let us see the types of respiration. There are 2 types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. It occurs presence of O2, absence of O2, needs O2 and expel CO2. O2 is not used. Complete oxidation of glucose molecule occurs and release much greater energy. Glucose molecules are incompletely oxidized, so release less energy. Difference between aerobic and anaerobic, please learn by heart thoroughly in view of your exam. Human respiratory system diagram on page number 90, figure 5.9, page number 90, figure 5.9. Now you can see I am showing the figure. Study the parts of human respiratory system. Can you see? Learn by heart the diagram. Now let us see how it functions. Breathing is an important process in animal for aerobic respiration. This system consists of nostrils, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and you can see the functions of each one is discussed here. In human beings, a respiratory pigment hemoglobin present in RBC, red blood corpuscles, take up O2 from the air and the lungs and carry it to tissues. Next important point is your blood. Blood is a fluid connective tissue that carries out transportation of many substances in human beings. Blood consists of plasma, which is fluid in which we get RBC, WBC and platelets are suspended. RBC carries O2, platelets plug blood leakage by helping to clot the blood at the point of injury. Very important. We are coming to now human heart. Human heart is our pump. Okay, human heart is our pump. So let us see the diagram of human heart. Learn by heart the diagrams and its parts for the exam. Okay. Human heart is a conical muscular organ which is four-chambered, consisting of two arteria, auricles, and two ventricles, left and right. There is oxygenated blood in left chamber of heart, where there is deoxygenated blood in right chambers. Fishes have only two-chambered heart. Amphibians and most of the reptiles have three-chambered hearts. Blood vessels. Blood vessels are arteries, vein, and blood capillaries. In arteries, the blood flows from the heart towards the different organs, and in veins, blood flows from the different organs towards the heart. Okay. Lymph. Another type of fluid involved in transportation similar to the blood plasma, but it is colorless and contains less protein. Colorless and contains less protein. Transportation in plants. In higher plants, the transportation of water and mineral elements take place through the xylem, and the transportation in plants. Synthesized organic substance takes place through phloem. Conducting components of xylem, tracheids and trachea. Conducting components of phloem, sieve tubes and companion cells. In higher plants, transport of water, mineral, food and other material is a function of the vascular tissue, which consists of xylem and phloem. In human beings, excretory products in the form of soluble nitrogen compounds are removed by the nephrons in the kidney. Nephrons in the kidney. Okay. Plants use a variety of techniques to get rid of waste material. Now I will show you the diagram. Excretion in human beings. Page 96, figure 5.13. Left renal artery, left kidney, left renal vein, aorta, left ureter, vena cava, urinary bladder and urethra. So excretion in human beings includes a pair of kidneys, pair of ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. Okay. Last part of your point. So we see how plants use a variety of techniques to get rid of waste material. After reading, you have to read the full lesson. Now let's see what have you learned. Once again, movement of various types taken as an indication of life. Maintenance of life requires processes like nutrition, respiration, materials within the body and excretion of waste products. Autotrophic and heterotrophic. Okay. In human beings, food eaten is broken down by various steps along with the alimentary canal, and food is digested food is absorbed in small intestine. So very important organ. Now you can see during the process of respiration, organic compounds such as glucose are broken down to provide energy in the form of ATP. ATP is used to provide energy for other reactions in the cell. Respiration may be aerobic or anaerobic. Aerobic respiration makes more energy available to the organism. Last part is your transport of materials such as oxygen, CO2, food, and excretory products is a function of the circulatory system. The circulatory system consists of heart, blood, and blood vessels. Heart, blood, and blood vessels. And you can see how transportation takes place in highly plants using variety of techniques. Then you have to solve the exercise, find out the answers.